Hi, boys and girls. I'm really excited to read to you today. This story is actually my favorite story that we read all year for our Reach stories. Okay, so I'm really excited. I hope you like it too. There's a lot of cool animals, including this one. That animal is called an okapi. It's a really cool animal. We'll learn about it in this story. A Protected Place by Elizabeth Sengel. Since there's only one person's name, that means that Elizabeth Sengel wrote all the words in the story. She's the author, and she's the illustrator. She drew all the pictures. Okay. Since this is a nonfiction article, there's probably a lot of photographs. Okay. Today we're going to find out about the rainforest in Africa. A special place. The Okapi Reserve is an amazing place, full of amazing plants. It is in the northeastern corner of Congo and is a part of a tropical rainforest called the Ituri Forest. The reserve covers 5,200 square miles of land. If you flew over the reserve in a plane, all you would see is a thick green cover, but plant life fills the forest from top to bottom. It is a tangle of roots, branches, and leaves. The forest is so dense that very little sunlight seeps in. This is Africa, okay, and this is Congo, which is where this reserve is. Okay. Look at all those trees. A variety of plants. One amazing thing about the Okapi Reserve is its diversity of plants. There are hundreds of native species of plants in the reserve. Vines dangle from trees. The leaves of giant ferns curve like dinosaur tails. Tall trees reach toward the sky and make a roof with their thick leaves. A strangler fig grows around another tree in the forest. This is a picture of a giant fern and vines. Really cool. The purpose of the reserve. The Okapi Reserve was created in 1992. The purpose of the reserve was to protect the rich diversity of plants and animals. The reserve's name comes from one of these animals, the okapi. This strange-looking animal has the stripes of a zebra and the neck of a horse. But guess what? It's related to the giraffe. Okay, this is really cool. So this animal is called an okapi, and it has stripes, líneas, similar un zebra, okay, a zebra, and it has a neck just like a horse. But it's related to the giraffe, es familia con giraffes. Interesante. Very interesting. A leafy home. Many different animals such as elephants, duikers, and patos depend on the forest. Some of the animals make their home in trees. This is a yellow-backed duiker, a pato or a tree bear, and an elephant that eats plants in the forest. Many animals also rely on plants for food. Remember the okapi? It eats the leaves of plants that grow well in dim-lit forest. It has a long tongue that rips leaves off the branches. The Okapi Reserve has plenty of leaves for the okapis to munch. So the okapi's tongue is really long, and it reaches out and grabs the leaves to eat. Okay? Come the leaves cuando usando su tongue. Okay? They use their tongue to get the leaves. A home for humans. People live here too. People make their home in the Okapi Reserve too. Muti Paijims have been living in the rainforest for hundreds of years. According to the one botanist, Muti Paijims are walking dictionaries of nature. They understand everything about the forest and they rely on it for food, shelter, and clothing. A Muti Paijim child fishes. She's fishing. Mira aquí en la agua para pescado. She's looking for fish para comer. Las personas vivir aquí usando todos para comer y las casas y muchos otros. Todos. Necesita natura para todos a vivir aquí. Okay? They need everything that they have comes from here. Look at her clothes. La ropa es de nature. Okay? Natura para ropa. Okay? They make their clothes with things from nature. Moody Paijims travel from place to place to hunt and fish. They don't just catch game though. They also collect insects, seed, fruit, and honey to eat. They make nets, arrows, and other necessities from forest materials like wood, bark, mud, and leaves. Moody Paijims made these huts for the forest materials. From forest materials. Las casas de las personas Moody Paijims usando natura para construir. Okay? They use things in nature to construct their homes. Really cool. I wonder if she lives in one of these houses. Probably. A brave botanist. Cornel Owango is a botanist who works on the reserve. He loves the forest and its plants and animals. In 1996, something terrible happened. A war. That means people fighting. A war broke out in Congo. Soldiers invaded the forest. They destroyed plants and killed many animals. In the war, people were fighting, right? Y muchos animales es muerto. Sad, right? Y plantas muerto. Many of the workers on the reserve ran away, but Owango didn't leave. Muchas personas fue, pero él es aquí y aquí todo el tiempo. Okay? La reserve, Okapi Reserve. So he stays at the Okapi Reserve when the war comes, even though a lot of people leave. Okay? He knew he had to save the forest. I wasn't afraid, he said, but I didn't have a choice. Okay, look at these are all the soldiers coming in. Okay, these are the soldiers that were in the war that were fighting. Okay. Owango rushed to save what he could. He grabbed computers and buried data files in the forest. He packed thousands of plant samples in boxes. Friends kept the plants safe. Owango hopped on a bicycle and carried other plants to a neighboring country. Because of Owango, unique and valuable plants were saved. They would continue to grow again after the fighting stopped in 2002. This bridge is important to Owango. He hid under it once during the war. So Owango stays at the Okapi Reserve during the war and saves some plants, okay? He brings them to different countries nearby so that he can save them and grow them again. So Owango was really brave and got to save a lot of plants from the war. And now we still have those plants today because of him. It says here that he hid, right, underneath a bridge, and that was what saved him in the war. Really cool. He's a really brave man, right? The future of the reserve. Today, the Okapi Reserve still faces threats or danger. Sometimes people destroy animals' homes. They chop down trees. Yet, Owango and other people work every day to solve these problems. People sometimes sneak into the Okapi Reserve. They cut down trees. Owango believes that Congo needs more scientists to study its forests. He is working hard to train a new generation of students. He wants young people to understand and protect the Okapi Reserve and other rainforests in Congo. This caption says, Owango wants to train young people. He wants them to help protect forests in Congo. This caption says Owango, that's his last name. And that's the end of the story. Well, now that we know about the Okapi Reserve, we can make sure that we do our part to take care of nature, right? Maybe we could plant some trees, right? Okay, or tell other people about this story. Awesome. I hope you like this story just as much as I do. All right. Happy learning. I'll talk soon.